Not every team can take criticism well. The way that this team came together after some not so easy to get criticism, what does it say about this group?
Yeah, this team, really resilient. We got a lot of guys who've been around the league, some young guys, and everybody. The common thing is that we found a way through adversity, together, and it's going to be rough patches during the season, and we had ours right at the beginning, and for us to get out of it and find our footing a little bit and start heading the right direction just says a lot about the character we got on this team.
Mike, just your kind of mindset defensively out there. I mean, it seems like you're right where you need to be all the time. Just has there been even more focus from you on that end to try and get the whole group to kind of lock in there?
Yeah, I think all of us individually, especially myself. I'm not guarding the best player every night, or having Jaden's assignment or Ant's assignment, but I can give the effort. I can be in the right spots. I can take charges. Box out all the little things that we need from everybody. I try to do that on a nightly basis, and if I find myself in the right spots, I think it helps everybody else. Kind of build around that.
How have you guys seemed to adjust in terms of, it just seems like the rotations and covering for each other is so much smoother lately. Like, is that just reps and time together, or?
Yeah, I think a little bit of the time, time aspect is real when you're playing with guys who are new to a certain system, and we're a team that doesn't switch a whole bunch sometimes. In some games we might have 15 different coverages, and that's not easy to pick up on. And now we're learning each other's body language. We learn each other's knacks and instincts. And then it's easier to just play free. It's easier to switch something that we normally didn't talk about switching, but we just read the play and it called for it. So guys are getting more familiar with that end.
Like Keel and Dante are out there and you're not. They've had success, and the numbers are really good with that. But sometimes there's been they've been getting picked up on board a little bit more. I think yesterday you came in after one of those. What do you think? I know you're not out there, but what are the keys in the minutes that you're not out there for the team to still be functioning with structure and having enough point guard-ish play?
Yeah. Well, luckily in today's league, they're trying to phase out the point guard a little bit. So I mean, we've got 4 or 5 guys that can bring the ball up the court at any given moment. If I'm off the court, I think it shouldn't be just somebody designated as the guy. Like, hey, if you bring it up, get into our offense right away. We got to have 3-4 sets that we know that this unit particularly runs really well, and get to those instead of trying to be maybe more free-flowing and less structured. Just kind of get into something a little bit more structured, a little bit more rigid for that group at that time, and I think it'll give us the best of both worlds with all those guys out there.
Mike, you guys won a big challenge in the fourth quarter last night. As a player, do you hear Jeff Newton behind you saying challenge, no challenge, or how do you just kind of see his responsibility in trying to make the calls in a very quick amount of time?
Jeff does a great job. Nate, all those guys back there. It's really, we talk about it before the season, as a player-coach relationship, the players have to be honest too at the same time, because we all want to do this when we feel like we were close to the play, but sometimes you have to be honest, hey, that's off on me, do not waste it, or they fouled me before I lost the ball, take that one, just having that quick dialogue or being able to communicate that is big, and those guys have to pull that trigger really quickly, and they've done a good job.
I feel like there's a lot of that honesty.
No.
Right.
I've been a part of it too, man. You get the ball, but you really got the wrist, so you just have it so fast.